upgrade. Here he comes again. I already told you, if you want this, 30 bucks. It costed me 8 bucks. You're going to pay for my gas and time. 30 bucks. I'm not even rolling my window down again. Don't come near my car. Take it.
This episode of KRAK with Retro Collectibles is sponsored by and in association with the Cowie Diecast Museum, killing the value on collectibles since 2019.
Batten down the hatches, boys and girls. We're getting a good one at the Cowie Diecast Museum. Lots of lightning. Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy Retro Collectibles, live from the Cowie Diecast Museum. What's poppin'? 46 in December. Well. Anyway, guys, all joking aside, we got a good one. Maisto. Believe it or not, I was shocked a few months ago. My first Maisto unboxing. It was my first time unboxing a brand new Maisto, and it was a blue Charger. And that was my first video that got some serious viewage on it. I couldn't believe it. People loved that blue Maisto Charger and me unboxing it. We got a Maisto, but it's an even better one. And it might be a cool project in the near future that might be in a video. Woo-wee! 69 Dodge Charger RT, even Bo and Luke like it. Oh, Boss Hog fled the scene. But Bo and Luke like it. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to unbox it. And then we're going to put it beside this guy. But it's not a shootout because this guy would smoke this guy. I'm actually excited to get into this one, guys. So if you remember a while back, and I'm going to put links in the videos, in the description of this. I'm going to put a link for the blue Maisto unboxing, a link for me taking the stripe off the blue Maisto to turn it into the Christine car, and a video that I did that the car came out popping. Was Dave H from the 905 crew bought one of these, but it was in black. And he brought it over with high quality decals he got off eBay. I know that sounds crazy, but these were really good decals. And he said, I know that you're good at putting decals on cars. Can you put this on this car? And I did it, and they all went on straight. And let me tell you, the General Lee decals on that black Maisto, I put it back in the box, all mint. It popped. The only thing that we're waiting for that car is we're hoping, and maybe if one of you guys has a link to it, you'll hook me up, let me know in the comments. We're hoping that somebody's going to start 3D printing wheels, the vector rims for the General Lee. We're hoping if somebody's not already doing it, and if somebody's already doing it, you guys, one of you guys, let me know in the comments, link me up. Because can you imagine Dave H's black Maisto? I'm putting the link in the description with those wheels on it. Killer. But this is the 69 Dodge Charger RT. Now, the General Lee, it wasn't any specific year. It was supposed to be a certain year, a certain engine, but we know that it was all over the map. They had a stunt car with the more powerful engine, apparently, from what I heard and read. I'm not an expert, I wasn't there, so don't crucify me in the comments. But I do know that they had different engines that were used in the shooting, different years of the car as well. And they tried to remove RT, like it wasn't supposed to say RT anywhere on it. The first season they actually had, and this is another thing, I believe I did the decal for this on Dave H's black one. But the first season of the Dukes, I believe, had the flag, the checker flag and the other flag near the antenna on the back trunk. I believe Dave's decal kit came with that, and I put that on the black car, and it just looked amazing. Now this here, I can remove this black stripe easy without any damage or anything, but Glen wants to do a General Lee, and he wants to make it like his own version. So he thinks that he might leave the stripe on there and try some stuff that's different with it. But yeah, if anybody wanted to make a custom General Lee, that'd be the. Now it's not going to be identical. Don't make me break out the straight jacket. I know it doesn't have a tan interior and it's not going to be identical. It's not going to be like a silver screen machine. But for under probably $75 in supplies, you can have something that looks nice on your shelf instead of paying, $300 for a silver screen machine. In case you don't have $300, because I know I don't always have $300, and thank God I didn't have to pay $300 for mine. Oh, by the way, so before we get into this, we seen that the blue one that I unboxed had working suspension. This one is a couple years older. It has, I believe, anyway, it's got that special edition box. I'll see what year this is from, actually. I could be wrong, but it's the box, or it could be one of the ones from Sam's Club. Oh, the box says 2020, so this could be one of the ones from Sam's Club in the States, maybe, I don't know. Unless I'm just tired and this is the Costco boxes from Canada. These are always easy to get out of the box. That's one thing I like about the Maestos. Well, I like a lot of stuff about them. You'll see. When I unboxed the blue Maisto, I went in thinking it was a totally cheap car. And by the end of the video, I was like, wow, the paint's beautiful, and I recommended it to all you guys. So I recommend these Maisto cars to you guys. Just don't overpay on the secondary market. That's all. They're not $100. They're not $80. They're nice. They're beautiful, but they're not hundreds of dollars beautiful. Like, the idea of these is you get them from the source and you get them for $25 and it's bang for the buck, right? And if you buy them for too much money, it kind of blows the theory out the window. So it's okay paying markup, but don't pay $100 for this. Frick. Yeah, so the last one we had working suspension. I don't know if this will, because they do change over the years. We're going to have to take the bands off of it to see the engine. I believe some of them had different engines. It's got that nice wood grain steering wheel. Oh, trunk does open on it. I forgot that the trunk does open. Even the my beloved Ertls, the older ones from the early 2000s, didn't have opening trunks. So, pretty impressive. So yeah, guys, like I said, if you can't afford a General Lee, this is a cheaper alternative. And yeah. So let's get the knife out. We're going to go underneath it and get the band off it.
And the license plate says Dodge on the back.
Oh yeah, license plate, regular Dodge. If Glen does custom with this, he can definitely get a decal of the General Lee plate and cover that, put the General Lee plate on it. That's a very easy customization. A lot of you guys are going to be new viewers, because tonight I tell Glen, I said, well, we got 1,035 viewers, and then literally an hour later I checked and we were at 1,050. Wow. But some of you guys are going to be new viewers, but see this black stripe on the back? And I got that video that I did how to remove this off the Maisto cars when I took the blue Charger and made Dennis Gilder's car from Christine, the movie Christine, the blue Charger. I had to remove the black stripe. Very easy way to do that, and it's in a video that I'm going to put in the link. You can melt that right off easy and you can't even tell. No damage to the paint at all. So to get the rest of the bands, guys, we are going to take it off. Maisto, one of the things I like about them, only 2 screws. Paint is always gorgeous on these guys for some reason. I have yet to open a Maisto with bad paint. I've not done it yet. I'm sure they exist. I might have people comment and say that they had bad ones or whatever, because I haven't done dozens of these. I've done a few of them, right? But I have not opened one personally, and I've not seen too many people comment about the paint. And I know the paint on the blue Maisto Charger looked gorgeous. Like, I remember that's what I was freaking out about the most, was how the paint looked. Okay, we got this guy. And I gotta get more gloves. I forgot today, I'm on the damn morning shift. And sometimes it comes down to either get my butt home and get rest or no video. So that's what I did today. I got my butt home, got rest. I haven't even had dinner yet. I came home, had a snack. Actually, I grabbed jalapeno poppers on the way home, ate them in the car, and went to bed. So after this vidya, I'm gonna have dinner. A nice heavy dinner, and then I'm gonna go lay down and go to sleep because that's a healthy thing to do. Okay. I'm gonna do one down. And the Mystos, guys, these are always feel very well built. They don't feel flimsy. You don't got stuff coming off them. Knock on wood, we haven't opened one yet and had glue dried out. But then again, it's the older ones from the early 2000s that have... Sometimes you'll get a sealed one, like say an Ertl American Graffiti 55 Chevy. You open it up and it's sealed, it's never seen the air, but it's got a valve cover under the hood that's loose. It's because the paint dries out on them over time, and it happens with all the manufacturers. It's not just Ertl. It just, things over time break down. And that's another reason I'm taking the straps off of this, because over time, straps on the finish of the model have been proven to, in not all cases, some cases, do damage to it. So we take the straps off of everything, and even if it's an expensive one, we take the straps off and put it back. And I showed evidence on videos where poor Glen has a couple expensive cars that have rash or a mark from the band on it. And there's actually a way to fix it. People have told us how to fix it with like a 2-step wax compound. And you kind of buff it out, and we're still going to do that. When we do it, we're going to do a video on it. But, yeah, so to show you guys, now keep in mind, guys, I know some of you are going to look at this and say, that's not a silver screen machine. That's not Auto World. This is $23 Canadian, guys. It's 1 of 18 scale. So keep that in mind going into this, okay? Paint is beautiful on it. Beautiful. And to me, it looks like the right color, or almost the right color for a General Lee. We know that black strap would come off easy, but Glen is going to keep it on. If he changes his mind, it'll come off. Here's this little band on the trunk. We got to get that off. Go from underneath. When it's possible, go from underneath the car, guys. That way there's no risk of a slipping knife and scratching the beautiful paint. Wouldn't that suck? And we got one on the front. And as you're seeing in my hand, guys, this is a full 1 of 18 scale. Oh, by the way, somebody mentioned in the comments, when am I going to be opening the blue General Grant car? Or the General Grant Charger. We don't have it. But that doesn't mean we're not going to get it in the future. I did look it up. I did what I promised you and look it up. And that's how I knew it was a Charger. It's actually a very cool car. The General Grant car, Glen is actually sitting beside me, but he's quiet reading. The General Grant car, Glen, is basically the Duke car, but instead of the Confederate flag, there's a USA flag, and it's like really nice. And it's
okay.
Yeah, I looked it up last night.
I might have to get one of them in the future because I don't have one now.
Yeah, well, somebody asked in the comments when we're gonna unbox one, and I kind of joked at first. By the way, if you're watching this, the person I joked with, when I got back to you and said, "Oh, what do you mean?" or whatever, I acted all confused. I was only pulling your leg. We will eventually probably end up with that, with one of those here. You know us if you've been watching the videos long enough. Okay, so we're gonna start out. You guys know how we do it. We started out from the bottom. Bottom looks okay. Steering is always awesome on these. Steering is awesome. Okay, we're going to start out with the trunk. Opening trunk, which for a cheaper model, now it doesn't have all the details of the silver screen, but it's not a competition. I'm just going to show you a comparison because you get a lot of bang for your buck with the Maisto as long as you're getting it at the retail level. Tons of bang for your buck. And that's a hint of it, the opening trunk. Like I said, a lot of things don't have opening trunks. Now, the interior last time actually impressed me a bit. It's stickers for the gauges, but they show up nicely. Now, on the door, the only thing I would change, it's one of my little pet peeves, is the window crank, but that's easy. And I forgot to do that. I'm going to order that after the video. On AliExpress, they have chrome paint pens. And I've seen the pictures in the review. It actually comes out chrome. It's not silver or anything like that. And it's perfect for stuff like this on models because you could fix, like, because we have a lot of them that, like my American Graffiti 32 Ford doesn't have the chrome crank. I'll fix that now. And yeah, so that's an easy fix with those chrome paint pens. And when I order those, since they come in handy for the die-cast stuff, I'm going to show you guys and review them and stuff like that. But the reviews I've seen, it actually looks like chrome. Like if the chrome wore off this bumper, say, it would fix it. Like I was amazed. So, coming over to the passenger side. Now the door handles are not chrome pieces, but what I like about it is they took the time to paint it silver. A lot of these cars, cheaper brands, they leave it the body color and that looks like crap. So this is passable. They even put the little door lock underneath on the driver's side. So yeah, one of the things I would improve on this is the little window crank, but everything else for a bargain car looks okay in the interior. The gauges are, like I said, sticker, but they show up nicely and they don't scream sticker from a distance. So the seats do not move, they stay stationary. This does have these windows here, which is kind of different because a lot of die-cast Chargers do not have this little side window here. This does. That kind of stands out. Now, what kind of engine this is going to have? I'm going to get, you know what? Not only am I going to put this beside the General, but I'm going to put it beside a blue Maisto Charger and a purple one. And we're going to compare. I don't know what engine this will have. I'll let you guys see first here. I just got out the shower, so my hands aren't all mucked up anyway. Oh, I cheated. But that has a nice engine because I like they got the air filter nice. But what I don't like is, see the battery? Where is it? That's an easy fix though. That's something that I will take that chrome paint pen and do the terminals tick, 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 and that will fix that. So it's just little tiny things, but I love how they got the orange 440 Magnum. I believe it's a 440 or is it a 383?
And there was also a 330 from Dodge too back in that day. Around when the 440 was out.
Trying to see what. Okay, it just says Magnum. It doesn't say the number on the back, so maybe it'll be on the box or something, but looks pretty decent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys the other Chargers. I just thought of this idea actually on the fly, but we have other ones from different years. And one of them happens to be the first 1 of 18 scale car I ever got. So let's go to the look-see set and have a look at all this. Actually, gotta crack a cold one first. I'm going into DTs here. Start get the shakes. Okay, let's go. Sorry about that, guys. We had the RCMP come to the door. They come nightly, random times to make sure Glen is home. It's funny because they check on him, but they want to keep the jails full of Soxo fonders. I have to say soxophonders because if they hear me say the other word, then I might get in trouble. So there's soxulophonders if I talk about that on this channel. But yeah, so they come check him, who's not a soxulofonder, but he's such a badass, they have to keep tabs on him 24/7, and that's why he's got the GoPro and stuff like that. But anyway, this video is Maistomania. Wait till you see this, what we got going. So you see this blue one? Or not blue, purple, guys? This is my first ever 1 of 18 scale car. That bugger Dave Herod got it for me. And that's what got me into this initially. Now, this started it slow though, because I thought it was cool and stuff like that. I'm a Mopar guy. It was the movie cars that made me nuts. But this car here, see the rims on it? Those aren't original. The rims and tires on the blue car are original to the purple one. See, the blue car here originally had a black stripe on the back, like the orange one and the purple one. It had the same black stripe. But I wanted to make this like the Christine movie car, like, you know, Dennis's car off Christine. I know, guys, it's not the exact same, and I know it's not like the Auto World one, but it's close enough for me. I've got the Auto World Silver Screen Machines Christine. So this is just an accent piece to that main star car. But to get it closer to the movie car, I removed the stripe and I did a wheel swap. The wheel swap was very easy. It's literally plug and play from this other Maisto to this. Now, I don't know if it works from all Maistos, but it worked from one charger to the next. Literally plug and play, easy, easy. You guys know me, I'm not really a custom guy because I don't have the talent for it, but I do play around a little bit to save myself some money because I am a cheap ass mofo. So that's how I got to tamper with that and make it look like the Christine car, but to my shock, it actually turned out good. I was trying to figure out how to remove the black stripe, went into the Canadian 1 of 18 scale diecast group and made a post and said, hey guys, anybody know how I could remove this black stripe? I want to make the Christine car. And one of the older collectors, the old school cool collectors in that group, had already done it. The project that I wanted to do. And he showed me step by step how to do it, what to use, and he told me, yeah, just little area at a time. That group's awesome because if you ask questions and stuff, they tell you. They don't talk to you like you're an idiot. But what I was saying was, with the inexpensiveness of these cars, they're good to get into to play around with just customizing and stuff. Because it's not the end of the world if it doesn't come out perfect if it's a $23 Canadian car. But as you see, I'll see if I could show you guys the before and after picture. I'll see if I could find it and put it up in the video here. But this came out good. It looks a lot more like the Christine car. And I did it for cheap. So let's get into these. Let's have a look under the hoods and see how similar they are. A lot of you have seen it, but some of you haven't. There's the before and after, 3 steps. You could pause it if you want to catch it. There it is with the stripe beforehand with its new wheels. But those before and after pictures, guys, check them out. You could see the wheels on it before, stuff like that. Now, I was just telling Glen that all 3 of these don't have the same engines. I don't remember which one is in which, but I said to Glen, oh, it's cool because all 3 of these are all 69 Chargers. So that way people don't think that it's just because they're different years or something like that, because obviously they had different trims. But Maisto took the time to put different engines in, which I thought was pretty cool to switch it up a little bit. So check this out, guys, too. So they're all 369s and they're all RTs. They're all basically the same except different wheels and tires, and one of them doesn't have that black roof. And that's why it would make a good General Lee. I've seen these orange ones, but they had the black roof. That's no good for General Lee. Let's look under these hoodies. So Dennis Gilder's Christine, 69 Charger. This is Dennis Gilder's Christine. It does have that Magnum engine, and it's cool that it's in that blue color. I like how they did that to kind of match the car. But it's got the same exact battery and layout as the orange one, I believe, except for the blue color on the Magnum. I was starting to second guess myself, guys. I thought all three of them might be the same and Neil was flashing, but nope. There you go. There's the oddball of the three. And this, again, happens to be the first ever 1 of 18 scale die-cast car that Retro ever owned. Period. Over movie cars and everything. This guy right here. Can you believe that? And you already know what's under the hood of this guy. I love that they did the blue one with blue highlight. Like that. I love that. I don't know if they actually did that back in the day. Factory match paint on the... But that just looks cool. So those two obviously have the same mills except for different coloring. This one is the different one. I do have to comment, guys, one thing I didn't tell you. The blue one would normally be the same exact riding height as the orange and purple one, which, by the way, if you didn't catch it earlier, the Maestos come with working suspension, which is awesome. Good working suspension too. This guy here, so the purple one has it as well. The blue one, I took it out of the front. That way I could drop it down a little bit, make it look more like Dennis's car. Back end up a little bit, because the back end's even got fatter tires on it. So it looks a little bit better the way it sits like that for Dennis's car than stock like this. And one last look, guys, but there you go for the bang for the buck. Maisto Mania, Mopar Mania. But as long as you do not get hooked on the secondary market paying too much, some markups okay, because some of these certain colors, certain years and stuff of the Maestos can be harder to get. So I get it. Just don't pay $100 for one of these, because if you do, you're on drugs. There you have it, Retro Army. That closes the door on another episode of KRAK It at the Cowie Diecast Museum. I almost had to stop that and retake it. I never have to do that, but I got over it. This is the first diecast I've ever owned. Or not first diecast, first 1 of 18. Just showing you guys again. First 1 of 18, that was Dave H that got me into that. He picked it up for me. I gave him, they came out, I couldn't go there, so I asked him to grab me one and I'll pay him for it. I did that because I couldn't make it on time to get them because of my work schedule, and yeah, that's what started the 1 of 18s. And then the first valuable one I got was the yellow Superbird. That unboxing is on this channel. But I'm going to put links up for the blue Maisto unboxing, taking the stripe off the blue Maisto, and the black Maisto General Lee project. And this here is eventually going to be Glen's General Lee project, right here. I'm not going to put a retro score on the Maestos, guys, because they're Maisto. You guys know my opinion on these. They're well done. I like them for the money. Don't pay $100 for a Maisto. That's the key thing. You cannot pay too much for them because they are what they are. They had beautiful paint, stuff like that, but they're not, they're well done, but it's not a $100 model. You know what I mean? So yeah, they're well done. I recommend them. Just don't pay too much. And I recommend them for customizing because they're cheap. The tires, you could interchange them between cars. As you've seen, I switched the purple to the blue, easy. And yeah. And the good thing about these is they do make little changes. Like they didn't put the vinyl on the roof. They have a different engine. And which one was it? The purple? Yeah, this one here. This one's a 69 RT, but it's got a totally different looking than the other two. I like the looking engine in the other blue one, how they did the blue highlight on the Magnum, but very nicely done. And I like the color of the orange. And it might not be the exact color, but it's close enough to this. And another thing that I have had to think of that we would have to come up with is the thing for the front. But I'm sure people are 3D printing that by now. And again, if anybody knows how to get the vector rims for these, I don't have a 3D printer. If anybody knows the hookup, let me know in the comments. And before I go, guys, another reminder. Every video I'm going to put a reminder. The 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I went to do it on Sunday. For those of you that missed it, it lets me see that I have over 1,000 subscribers. It only lets me see information on 164 of them out of over 1,000, guys. Now it's probably different because some of you have probably unblocked. But it's because people have privatized accounts, meaning that if you have a subscription list, people can't look at your stuff. They can't look at your playlists, your subscription list. It's locked up. It's your business. But what I ask is because you guys all watch my videos and you guys have earned this. So even if you unblock just for the day and right after the draw Sunday, block. Right away. And then that's it, right? So you wait till the draw and then that's it. So anyway, guys, a reminder. And before Sunday, I'm going to see if I could have a look and see how many we have. And I might do a video just with instructions for people that aren't very tech savvy. I'm going to Google it, look it up, whatever. And I might do a video just as a last hurrah, just trying to teach you guys or explain it or show how it's done to unprivatize. It should all be on Google, but I am going to try to get the information out there before Sunday. But like I said, I'm not just going to go Sunday and go, oh, okay, we're drawing it now. I'm going to really try to get all you guys on there. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching and all the support lately. Like we just hit 1,000 viewers on April 2nd and we're at 1,000. And what was that, Glen? 50? Yeah, 1,050 tonight, an hour ago. It's funny, I said to Glen 2 hours ago, oh, we're at 1,045 already. And then I looked again, it was 1,050. Holy crap. Wow. You guys keep coming. We'll keep putting it out. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for the watching and for all the support and love. Please smash like for me. Also hit subscribe if you haven't already with the bell notification. Share. And as always, guys, happy hunting.